no, you're unbelievable at times. I swear. It's all over the floor. It's all over the rug. It's staining. We're rolling. What? You clean it up this time. I swear. I'm not doing this anymore. And we're rolling. And we're fighting on the internet where everyone can see us. Oh, what are you thinking? Your head's full of stuff.
The stakes are super high now, and now we actually need to
we're gonna EFAP Ethan. I'm a card-carrying member of the lily pad.
Very important.
Where the frogs hang out, and we orient ourselves.
Send Patrick T the link. That's okay. Probably you're not gonna send Patrick.
Welcome back to the comics coffee table. My uncle Ethan, the human sunbeam, is over my shoulder. Oh, this doesn't make me adjacent to an H8 group. It makes me a wrestling fan, a sports radio fan. And this is the drama and the consistent kind of the kayfabe of being a sports fan as well. It's like, I'm a Sox fan. I'm a Red Sox fan. I got friends who are Yankees fans. Of course, I love them and New Yorkers. But a couple of days a year, we're allowed to throw sharp objects at each other, or blunt, and insults, and get down. Welcome to the Comics Coffee Table. Yeah, we're just starting in medias res today. Reality. This is a T-shirt I made. It's part of my Star Wars collection. This is a production still from the 1997 Return of the Jedi Special Edition, a pickup shot. And so this is between shots. The actor, not Jeremy Bulloch, has taken his prop helmet off of Boba Fett. And so there's just this stodgy-looking British guy with glasses and a mustache underneath that helmet. Underneath the coolest dude in the universe. This is who lives under that helmet. It could be you. Exactly. Were you expecting that? That's a subversion of expectation. Are we still going to talk about this? Do you want to? I mean, we're gonna a little bit. And we got to make up some ground. We got to rebag, reboard, and rebox. This entire collection of mine, I'm getting ganged up on. Oh, look. See? They're talking. And so are we. And this is how it goes. It's okay to fight with friends. It's what you do afterwards that matters most. It does. I'm going to put this on pause. I'm going to put that on pause. That's better. It is a rainy day here from our Boston studios, where we have pre-recorded this show live before a studio audience of these stuffed animals. We are a geeky chill stream, and we take a break once a day. We meet daily, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, and doesn't matter if it's daylight time or standard time, 3 p.m. We've been doing this consistently for a while now, over 500 episodes consecutively. We're over that. And we have our first 1,000 subscribers as well. So if you're new to the show, thank you. If you're tuning in for the first time, please turn on that notification. Ring that bell. We'd love to earn your subscription. You know what I mean? If you're checking us out. And we like to chill out. We like to talk about comic books. And we do it daily. And we take a break together. So if you're unable to get to the live chat premiere at 3 p.m., because it's always hopping, and it's full of people, and it's full of new people, and if you're unable to make the live chat premiere at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern daily, you can leave a comment in the comment section and continue this comic book shop style conversation. Good cup of coffee. Just what I wanted. I read Ethan's stuff. I wear his t-shirts and stuff. Oh man, it's entertaining in its own way. That makes me a bad person. I mean, does it? Does it really? I know people have problems with them. legit ones too. I mean, hey, look, it's like wrestling. You know, he's like one of those wrestling managers, like Bobby the Brain Heenan, or maybe like Jimmy Mouth of the South Heart, and with that megaphone, Oh boy, yeah, we've got some making up to do. We've got apologies. No, I have long boxes full of funny books that need new bags and new boards and new boxes, and that's the battle cry of our show. I mean, if we have any amplification of our messages and our truths, and we use our platform to spread our agenda and our messaging. And also, I am an ordained minister, so this is my pulpit. So I say to thee, get thine ass back to thy comic book shop. Yes, your local comic book shop, your LCS, the mom and pop brick and mortar shop that is, hopefully in driving distance. Maybe it's in walking distance. You can take public transportation to it. An Uber? Getting an Uber. I actually try to avoid Ubers at all costs. I walk everywhere, and take public transportation. I live in a city. From Boston, Wicked Pissa. Hey, grab a cuppa, whatever it is you're shoving under your nose there, pally. Tough guy, strong man. You know what I mean? Hey, you've been doing push-ups over there, Chief, huh? Wow. Yeah, and so I'm going back to my local comic book shop weekly, every Wednesday for New Comic Book Day. It's traditionally when new releases hit the shelves. That's getting more and more skewed. Apparently, DC's been releasing on Tuesdays, and I guess Image Comics will be joining that as well. Time will tell. I mean, I'm for consistency. I'm for Wednesdays and Saturdays being the big days at your LCS, your local comic book shop. Our local comic book shops are, if they've survived lockdown 2020, they need our business and our patronage. So I'm buying my backing boards there. Acid-free backing boards. Here we go. That cost $15. I'm getting... there you are. Ah! Gravity works. I'm getting boxes. Hello. And bags. These are polypropylene bags, the resealable kind too. I've never got resealable bags before, and yeah, it's been an experience, huh? And I'm getting boxes too. I hope you notice that I'm getting short boxes now, because these long boxes, the older I get, the heavier they get. So I'm doing something about it now. Before old age sets in. And I'm buying all these supplies at my local comic book shop. That's the whole point of it. It's like I'm not using my online supply chain, and I'm not getting them from big box stores. I don't really go to big box stores anyway. I'm in Boston. I mean, I don't, that's like suburban life kind of way. I mean, like this. Big box stores inside the city, and it's like that's kind of like a new thing for us. That's only happened in like the past 20 years. Like there's been a decline of like malls and those kind of mall stores, but an increase of those big box stores like Walmart, like Chez Target. I mean, we've only got our first Walmarts and our first Chez Targets, like I said, in the past 20 years or so. That's like relatively new for us. That's like a 21st century Boston thing. Hey, you know what I mean? But what's it like in your neighborhood? I know there's a couple of New Yorkers out there. I know there's a couple of Yankees fans listening to us right now. Go Sox. You can't talk them out of loving Aaron Judge. I mean, why would you? I mean, geez, that guy's a monster. Wow. Wow, it's like Derek Jeter and the Hulk had an illegitimate child. She-Hulk, you know. You know what I mean? That's a compliment. A couple of New Yorkers, I could totally see She-Hulk hooking up with Derek Jeter circa 1997, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, he wasn't married, he was a young guy in his 20s, star of the town, come on. You know that Derek Jeter and Jenny Walters were totally knocking boots. Totally. Well, in his case, cleats, right? Awesome. We should talk a bit more about Amazing Spider-Man 26. Just a little bit. Not much. I mean, we talked about it yesterday forever. I mean, it's but thank you for tuning in, and thank you for listening. I feel I am the black sheep by liking this magazine. I've heard from lots of different people in the past 2 days. You know, like say Gabe from Gabe Hernandez from Comical Opinions. I've heard from Bandito Bane. There's a buddy of mine who we talk a lot on the Jinjin Ninja art live stream every Sunday. You check it out, you know, Sunday mornings, Jinjin Ninja, and you can see me there, and Bandito Bane, who's the well-rounded nerd, and the Warhammer noob. He's got a station. He just started too. You should go check him out. It's good to support small YouTubers. They need our clicks. They need our metrics. They need like the view hours. So you know, I'm a big fan of like, hey, let's tune into our smaller channels too, and encourage them. Make more content like this. Like, you apparently love this stuff. And he's the Warhammer noob, and he loves that stuff. And but he's a huge Amazing Spider-Man fan. So we actually had a really good debate, pros and cons. And it didn't, of course it got storebook heat. It got like comic book shop style heated, but never disrespectful, and never like, you know, to the point of like outrage shutting down a conversation or disrespecting the other person. It was really nice. And because this is about talking to other people, he mentioned something, a legitimate art. No, we're going to look at this. And I immediately thought, wow, I didn't notice that. And it was good to have noticed it because it maybe supports something. It's, you know. But yeah, so I need to definitely, we're going to be basically, I think, reboarding, rebagging, reboxing random DC comics this week because they need it the most. So we can finish this box up, get a couple more short boxes that I'm buying, and knowing that I'm buying this from the LCS, my local comic shop, with the retail markup. I could be getting them cheaper using my online supply chain. I know this, but how does that help my LCS? It does not. My LCS is a local owned business, and we need to go back to our stores and spend our money there. Yes, pick up some sundries and some stuffs. You know, I'm not a gamer, but hey, there's hope. I could always get into, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, perhaps. What is it? Okay, we got the die. We're halfway there. I got a card. I got a Pikachu, and I know how to use my electroshock. I really do. Like, he gives me static cling all the time. You know, I call him a static Klingon. We rolled a 10 or an OI. It's either a 10 or an OI. I don't know how to read these things. Yeah, you see, but there's hope for me. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of random stuff that we're just gonna we chill out, talk about comic books. We like looking at comic books here. I like looking at comic books because only recently, like, has it, like, there are no, again, cupcake ads in this comic book. There are no video game ads in this floppy. I mean, let's just examine it. I paid $4.99 cover price. That's it. You're going to see lots of smudges on this. Okay, I'm going to, like, that's from my hands. And that's a cute little approved by the THWIP code. That's the, it's meant to evoke the Comics Code Authority of America seal of approval. You know, do I have an old comic book here that I can show you that? And, no, screw it. But, yeah, Smudgy McGee here. But the real cover is underneath it. Spoiler. We talked about spoilers. So, well, yeah, spoilers. Yeah, here's the spoiler cover. That's why we need this. Smell the glove. Boys, smell the glove is here. It's how much more black could it be? The answer is none. None more black. It's like you're looking into a black mirror. You know, no, you're over-rationalizing it because we got stuck with a stupid album cover. Smell the glove. Smell the glove. But see, seriously, okay, here is, here's what Bandito Bane pointed out to me in this flashback scene. Now, first of all, I think it's really well paced. I'm looking at 2 pages, 12 panels, 6 panels per page, story beats, and this is just immediate. And this is we're in the middle. We're in the middle of a fight, and we're getting down. And it's like, you know, we're talking with the big bad. It's part of the thing, and we have a flashback. Okay, what's been going on? You know, what's going on here is so we know who Paul is. That's not the point. The point is, look at the color of Peter's sweatshirt. It's red in page 1. Look at the color of MJ's blazer. It's green in page 1. And look at the color of Paul's shirt in page 1. It's white. He's got a white Oxford on. The second page, all their colors have been shifted into, you know, and my first thought was, and so Juan was like, look at that, they can't even keep their coloring right. They're just, that's a continuity error. That's like, you know, it's like, that's poor you know, handiwork. And I'm like, my first thought went to Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, the 1980 horror movie about the Overlook Hotel, and the Torrances, Jack and Wendy and Danny Torrance, in the haunted house. And one of the things that there were visual cues that were misleading. It was meant only like in hindsight and in view consecutive viewings and over the years and seeing documentaries about the subject, you don't pick up on these camera tricks and purposeful things that Kubrick did to us. He changed the color of Jack's typewriter, I believe, 3 times. And we never notice it. It's a different color when Wendy is walking towards it with her eyes, seeing what her husband's been working on doggedly and tirelessly all this time. That typewriter is the same typewriter that they came with. It's changed colors like 3 times. And like they're different. You go around a corner. Danny's on his trike. He goes around a corner. Why is there a hallway there? There should be just, you know, a hallway facing us. Like that must be a pretty darn short hotel room. You know, that we just went down a hallway with doors and hotel rooms. It's like spatially, like, where did that happen? It's a haunted house. You know, it's so my first thought went there. And okay, we just want to look at it. You know, we have house ads, so we have we have this whole almost wasted page of probably what is, because this is the traditional inside advertisement. So we have this blank Spider-Man. So we literally have two extra covers to this, right? With the black spoiler variant. This is a kind of a non-cover cover because it's not a different card stock. It's like it's on page stock, and it has this house ad on the inside of it though. So then we have this weird ass page. Just what is it ad for? I mean, Well, it's because that's where the traditional cover goes. This May the 4th be with you. And you know how we feel about May the 4th. It's Star Warsy Day. Yaysies! That's what Disney pimps. All right, the real fans, Orthodox fans celebrate on May the 25th. We know this. But here we go. That's the usual inside cover advertisement that I'm used to seeing. It's a Lego ad, sure, but it's Lego Star Wars. Star Wars is Marvel. Star Wars is Disney. And this is interconnected house ads. I love these faces. I really do. And we make the biggest deal about skin tones these days and colorists. Well, guess what? We don't have to worry about that anymore. You don't have to, if you're still complaining about Shang-Chi's coloring from the 1970s, well, there's a cloud for you to friggin' shake your fist at as well. Right over there. Go catch up with it. Quickly. Go. Yay, you. Ah, Shang-Chi. All right. I love that art. I really do. Again, 6 pages, 6 panels, beats, story beats. As much as I love a good info dump page, well, here we go. It's just brand. Here's the brand. Here's the brand again. Okay, I've seen the brand. What, 1? That's the brand. 2, 3. And now we see the brand for a 4th time. That's the 3D lettering. That's the script on the word the. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man. That's the logo. It's not just a font. It's a logo. We haven't even gotten to bagging and boarding. We're still talking about... All right, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, talking about Amazing Spider-Man 26. I like these panels. I like this art. We open up after that, the info dump page. We're in the middle of the battle. I admit it, yeah. This is issue 26. There was issue, allegedly 21 to 25 issues of complete fluff that's been being published for the past year or more, and that have a cover price that all add up. Gabe at Comical Thinking was like, you just spent about $125 to get to here. And how does that make you feel as a serial fan and as someone who comes... And he talks about brand as well, and about, the brand recognition. And because this is the brand. This is the house. It's like Rachel says in Blade Runner, I am the business. Mr. Decker. Okay, and yeah, so but like I said, I like the panels, I like the art, I like the story beats, and it's kind of light on story. It's the story's already happened. This is just, this is the last 20 minutes of Rogue One. Star Wars Rogue One. The only Disney movie I feel that's worth, because it's the last 20 minutes. That's where the heart of the movie is. So this is the last 20 minutes of Rogue One, and Kamala is just really knocking this guy around too. She gets her licks in, and it's here we go. We got J.C. Penney t-shirts. Look at that. Would you wear that Avengers t-shirt? I would, sure, maybe, yeah. I like shit like that, or used to. I'm a t-shirt kind of guy. I really am. Here we go. And this is an admission, too, wow, the kids were fake. They looked like... Does those kids look like Pete and MJ? Because they're not her biological children. These are 2 orphans that Paul here and MJ find. The only other humans that they find, I guess, alive on the alternate universe. I could be wrong about that. But the only humans. But here, we get the last comics on planet Earth. Let's see. An original series. This is from Penguin Random House. Who are the distributors for and the public and who take care of Marvel's comic books now? I think, is Penguin Random House owned by Marvel? It could be. Let's look at Pika. You need to look these things up first. I know. I just thought of it. I'm straying from the show notes again. Penguin Random House. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope that you are clobbering your problems and not being clobbered by them. Okay, this is read from the wiki. You got it. Penguin Random House. Remember, Diamond used to be the sole distributor of American comic books to the direct market. Now that is no longer the case. And it began when Marvel made the conscious choice to go to... It could have been Marvel. Or was it DC Comics also broke from Diamond and went with Lunar? And I hear and then I believe Marvel went with Penguin Random House. I could be wrong. I bet you there might be a comic book shop owner or two in the live chat, hopefully, that's setting me straight on that. Let's see. The history. Random House was founded in 2013 on a completion of a £24.4 billion transaction between Bertelsmann and Pearson to merge their respective trade companies, Random House and Penguin Group. Indeed. And let's see. Yeah, it doesn't... Probably... This is why we tune in, everyone, to watch... What's Sully be slack-jawed? Del Rey Books is part of... And the Del Rey Books have been publishing Star Wars all this time, though. And, yeah, I mean... Thank you for hanging in. Okay, yeah, thank you. How about random penguin thinking? And see more house ads. I mean, Moon Knight coming. Dance Macabre. What's a dance macabre? That's a really actually cruel term. If you were to hang someone, the twitching of their feet as they left this mortal coil would be the dance macabre. Moon Knight, City of the Dead. Introducing the all-new Scarlet Scarab. Is this the corporate syzygy with the TV show? Because I heard this was the main character in the TV show and not... No, I wouldn't know because I didn't watch it. I don't Disney Plus. Here's another house ad. Edge of the Spider-Verse, number 4. The Dream Spider returns. Plus, what if the radioactive spider bit J. Jonah Jameson? Well... I don't know. Hey, look, it's the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. The Cataclysm of Kang. Indeed. Let's see. Is this a role-playing game? Yeah, it's the Multiverse role-play game. So, wow. There you go. And there's the big scene, yeah. That's those 3 panels. Yeah. It's a magic sword. So it's just like, you know. And it's the wrong sacrifice. And so, Rabin is no more. But it's, yeah, I mean, geez. And that's it. And then we have house ads. More house ads. We're going to pimp this, like these one-shots that probably aren't going to matter because she'll be back in a couple of weeks, in several weeks. Because, it's superhero death. And over on the X-Men, we have something called the Krakoan Resurrection Protocols. Like, X-Men have figured out, a cheat code to endless one-ups. If you were a video game fan, you know that you just got this infinite extra life. And it's going to have consequences eventually. But there are ways to bring people back from the dead in a comic book. And here is the usual insight. So here's the big ad for next week's issue. And see, we got Black Cat, we've got Spidey, and we've got Dr. Otto Octavius. And there was also a news release that Dan Slott will be returning to Superior Spider-Man. Superior Spider-Man was an interesting conceit on the Spider-Man story. What do you do with this? You know, we've been working with this character for 50, 60 years. I mean, where'd it go? You gotta keep telling stories and perpetuate the thing, you know? And Dan Slott's big idea was to have Peter, his body, be inhabited by Dr. Otto Octavius and nobody know. So here's Otto trying to be a good guy. He's got this really interesting, unique spider suit, too, with 4 legs. So he's now more spider-like than ever. You know, an octopus has 8 arms, but also a spider has 8 legs. And even with the Iron Spider suit that Tony made, there was only 3, you know, they called Waldos, you know, on a spaceship, like 3 like manipulator arms. And I was like, where's the 4th? Well, you know, why not? You went far enough. Is that too much like Otto? You know, and but yeah, so here we are. This is the traditional back cover I've seen on most Marvel comic books. This Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 soundtrack. You know what I mean? That's good. That, you know, available on vinyl and CDs. That's cute. It's not. They're not advertising the Spotify playlist. They're advertising an actual physical media, which is really cool. So here we have another house ad. Here, 2 house ads for the for the variant cover. That's another house ad. Marvel Fortnite. Yeah, you can get Marvel skins for Fortnite. I see bunches of people playing Fortnite on YouTube. It's pretty fun. It's the closest I've got to the game. I should play it. I should try it. I'll get in. I could get into it. I got into Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2017 version. I got into that head over heels for like 3 years. I loved playing in the Clone Wars. Clones versus Clankers. It was my favorite thing. I couldn't stand playing sequel, you know, rounds, First Order versus Resistance. It's lame. But the real thing for jackpot for me was Clone War play. And with all the Ben Burt sound effects and the John Williams music cues, and just it's just what a good game. And here we'll end it with another house ad. Yeah. So I miss Hostess ads. I miss the bubblegum ads. I miss the video game ads. Your advertisements are exactly who are you selling, you know, this to? Who is this being aimed at? Strictly at comic book fans. That's it. I mean, that's all this is for. And now we're gonna, and it's only right to hear the ongoing rallying cry, then make stuff for us. All of these, you know, interior house ads are just, it's just pimping the product. It's not pimping anyone else's product. There are no more want ad pages, no more Sea Monkeys, no more Kawasaki, you know, mini motorbike, no more frigging Daisy BB rifle, I'll tell you that much. And no more video game ads either. Well, technically, yeah. I mean, there's a Fortnite, but that was a book. That you know. So this is like, this is the cross advertising over on DC. There's a lot to do with DC Ruby, RWBY, which is like, I don't know anything about. It's a popular anime, or manga. You know what is Siri? What is? Don't say that. No. What is Ruby? I have no idea. Ruby is an American. I'm reading this. You get it from the wiki. Is an American anime-influenced computer animated web series created by Monty Oum for Rooster Teeth, set in the fictional world of Remnant, where young people train to become warrior, called huntsmen and huntresses. How gender stinky. Fix that. Be better. Kiss my hand. Wash my dog. You're not a dog, kid. to protect their world from monsters called Grimm. Then the blue, 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 blah, 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 boo, boo, boo. Yeah, and that's that, huh? It sounds like, looks like chick shit and guys who like waifus and shit. Yeah, it's out there. Hey, I like waifus, man. Jeez, come on. Nova from Star Blazers, Miria from Robotech. Gosh, Marlene from Robotech, Dana Sterling from Robotech, Nova Satori from Robotech, the three, Bridge Girls from Macross on Robotech. You sense the theme? Rook Bartley on Robotech. Sorry. That's all we got for today. Thank you so much. It's been spending a couple of more minutes with our notorious friend here, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. All right, and with the brand. Yeah, is this still the flagship of Marvel Comics? It's a good question. I'd like to know. If you know, leave a comment in the comments section. Throw something in the chat, and please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. Turn on those notifications. Ring that bell. Make it rain. We talk about comic books every day, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. Join us. Thank you so very much. Like and subscribe. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again tomorrow in those funny pages. We're not fighting on camera anymore. No, we're not. No, we are. Bye-bye.